YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Andrea wishing you a wonderful Thursday morning. I cannot wait to share with you what I have made with these adorable little baby blankets that all of you are looking for and finding from the Dollar Tree. I did buy the 4 different patterns, and I've already turned 2 of the patterns into the surprise that I'm going to show you today. So let me just show you. Okay guys, these are the most adorable little things that you could ever make with these baby blankets. I have craft shows. I try to go to them and participate in them at least once a month. And so I wanted to take these baby blankets and turn them into something that I could sell at my craft shows. And okay, are you ready? Look at this. How cute is this little baby blanket bear? Oh my gosh, you guys. These are so fun to make and so cute. I've made a couple of them, and so this one is the one that came from like the gray buffalo check flannel baby blanket. And here's the next one. Oh my gosh. So stinking cute, don't you think? Okay, so these are something that I created with little girls in mind and little boys in mind, and expecting moms, grandmas, whatever. These are so soft, so cuddly, and so adorable. So let me show you how to make these. But first, I also wanted to share with you something else. I had some extra scraps left over, so look what I made with the extra scraps. It's a tooth fairy pillow, soft, squishy. The money goes right in here, and I've made a couple of different kinds of those. So these, if you noticed, these are the same pattern that was made with this. So out of that baby blanket, one Dollar Tree baby blanket, I can make 2 of these bears and 2 of these tooth fairy pillows. I know, how cute are they? So what you're going to need to make these adorable, sweet, cutie little baby bears are a pattern. And so what I did for mine, of course you don't have to make them this big or this small. It's up to you how you want to make them. But you need a bare body, and this is actually 11 inches in diameter. And then you also need a circle for a bear head, and this is 9 inches. You're going to need ears, arms, and feet, so you're going to want to trace 6 of these, and this circle is 4 inches. And then you also want to have a little bear nose, and this is 2.5 inches. Honestly, how I got these circles was this I traced out of my dinner plate, one of my dinner plates. This one I traced out of one of my dinner bowls. This one I traced out of a empty candle jar. And this one I just traced off of the bottom of a different candle jar. So again, as long as they are in descending order, they'll turn out just fine. You'll also need needle and thread. This is something that isn't going to take a very long time, but you do need to use these to make the poofy circles. You're going to need some stuffing. And I want to give a shout out again to Bargain Bethany. She is so brilliant. I use a lot of polyester fiber filler stuffing, and I watched one of her videos a while back, and she said to buy the large or the huge pillows from Walmart, and use the stuffing from there. And honestly, I have taken her advice, and that is some of the best stuffing that I use. So I just get a huge pillow and take the stuffing out when I need it. You're also going to need like a pen or pencil to trace the circles onto your fabric. I actually use pinking shears to cut my fabric out. You don't need them, just a good pair of fabric scissors will work. Of course, you need your baby blanket material. And then for the eyes or the decorations, you could use googly eyes that you can get from the Dollar Tree. Or also like to crochet, and so I've actually purchased from Amazon some little facial features, like this is the nose that you can actually screw right into the fabric, and it's got a little backing to it, and you can put that together. And then I also have a couple of eyes with the backings as well. So you don't have to use those. You could use buttons, you could use the googly eyes, you could use a fabric marker, like I have these Sharpies Rub-A-Dub laundry markers that work fabulous for drawing faces on them. So let's get started. So the first thing that I've done is I've gone ahead and cut all of the pattern pieces that I need. I've cut, this is going to end up being the body, and this will be the head. I do have 6 circles for the ears, the arms, and the feet, and 1 little circle for the nose. It doesn't matter if you can see the line that I traced the pattern pieces onto, simply because you're going to be closing in that circle. So I'm just going to demonstrate for you how to do one of these, and then I'll do them all and meet back up with you again when I've gotten all of the other pieces finished. So you're going to want to take your needle and thread. Let me demonstrate for you first how to make the nose, because if you're going to use one of these nose features that crocheters use, then I can show you how to make that happen. So the very first thing you want to do is actually, this piece is the nose piece. So I'm going to take this nose piece and I'm going to kind of fold it in half and fold it in half again, and that gives me the middle. So I'm just going to cut a small tiny circle, tiny little, not really circle, but a tiny little piece out of the middle of the circle. I'm going to go ahead and put the nose right inside like that. And then on the other side, I'm going to actually fasten the backing to it. You can do it either way, it doesn't matter. Just kind of push that on there. Takes a little bit of muscle strength, okay? And there you go, you have the middle of the nose, okay? Now what I'm going to do is, since that is the front side, I want to turn it over, and all I'm going to do, I have a needle and some thread, and I'm just going to take the needle and the thread and I'm just going to go in and out, like all the way around the circle, and kind of keep going, okay? Pull it through. Let me get these out of the way so you can kind of see the difference with what I'm doing versus having those in there, okay? You can be towards the end of your stitching, it doesn't matter. I will tell you, the closer you go into the inside of the circle, the smaller your circle will be, okay? So then I'm going to keep going around. Now, I wanted to remind you, in one of my other videos, I told you about what I'm diagnosed with. I'm diagnosed with Chiari malformation, so it causes me to have tremors. And today is a good, not too bad of a day for my tremors, but I noticed that I still am shaking a little bit, so please, no worries about me. Just know that it's something that I deal with every single day. So now that I have my circle made like that, I'm going to take some of my pillow stuffing and I'm just going to kind of hold it down into the circle and start to pull the thread around so that I can have, that might be too much stuffing. I don't think so though. So that I can have a circle. So I'm just going to kind of work with the stuffing. Put it in there. Okay. Let me take some of this out. I think I have too much, especially with the little nose part in there. Okay. I'll tell you, this has gone a lot easier in the past. It's all good. Okay. So there's my little circle with my little nose. I think it could use a little bit more stuffing over here on the side. So I'm going to just take out a little bit more and just kind of add my stuffing. Then I'm going to pull my thread tighter, okay, tighter, so that I have a mushy little circle. And then in my circle, I'm going to hold this thread so that the circle's tight. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm just going to kind of close up the circle. So I'm going to bring my needle over here and kind of go through, pull it, make sure it doesn't get wrapped around the little nose. Pull it tight. And then I'm going to go around the circle and kind of do that a few more times. It's hard to see, I know, but I'll show you another one with one of the larger circles. It might be a little easier, but I did just want to show you how to take care of that little nose piece in case you were choosing to use one of those crochet eyes that crochet friends use. Okay. All right, one or two more, just to kind of get it fastened, and tie some knots around it. Okay, tie some knots, and then I'm going to cut off my thread and show you how easy that was. Okay. Okay. So there's my little nose piece, and then I'm just going to kind of mold it a little bit to where it's just kind of fluffy. So there's one of the pieces that you're going to need. So you're going to need to do that circle for each one of the pieces that you cut. Okay, I have finished all of the pieces that we are going to need for our sweet little bears. So I'm going to start putting these together, and for the sake of this video, all I'm going to do is just hot glue, but if I were to be doing this without YouTube and without showing and shooting this video, I would be absolutely making sure that I sew around these as well. So what you're going to want to do, this is the body, and I'm actually going to have this smooth part as the bottom, and this is going to be the top. And here is the head, and I'm actually going to put some glue around here and stick it right onto the body, like so. So let me go ahead and do that. You can also use some stick pins if you'd like to make sure that the body kind of sticks down to where you want it to be. So if I were to apply some stick pins, I would just maybe just kind of stick one there and maybe one in the front. And I wouldn't keep these in here for too long, just long enough to ensure that the head has stuck down to the body. I'm going to apply 4 of them or more. Okay, so there you have your little your little bear with the head and the body attached. The next thing I'm going to do is, remember I made the nose, showed you how to make the nose part of the bear. So I'm going to actually put some glue on the back of the bear nose. And I'm going to put that right in between the 2 eyes. And again, if I need some pins to stick down to make sure the nose gets stuck in the place where you want it to get stuck. Okay. And maybe one more there. There we go. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to put together, so you have the bear's nose and head and body stuck together. Now I'm just going to use the leftover 6 parts, and I'm going to put the ears on first. So let me just put some glue. And again, when you attach these items to your bear, this is yours, so you can make it be whatever you want it to be. They can be up on top, they can of the head, they can be towards the side. I like to kind of put mine right on the top to give it a little bit of character. Oops. And then I will take another one, put some glue on the back. Look to see where the other one fit, and then just kind of match that. So I'm going to put this one here. Okay. And the reason I'm sticking the pins in is to remember, is to make sure that the bear's ears and head and body, hands and feet all stick together. I can remove the body ones. And then the last couple of things that I'm going to add, I'm going to actually add the feet first, because the feet kind of sit right down on the bottom and they kind of support the bear's body. So now I'm going to attach some glue to the feet or the legs, and I kind of want to make sure that they're at the very bottom in the front. So again, I'm going to put some pins in here just to make sure that they stay where I want them to stay. Put another one. I'm going to say in total sewing time, it maybe took me 15 minutes to get all of the little body pieces sewn into poof circles and stuffed. but I have also made 3 of these. This is my 4th one. So with each one, it gets a little easier. And last but not least, I'm going to put the 2 arms onto my bear. And I tend to do this towards the top, right underneath the head. So, and again, some pins to attach and make sure that they stay in place. And the last one as well. That's Scooter, my other dog. He wants to go outside. Okay, with some pins. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit for just a few minutes while the hot glue settles in. And okay, now our bear is all put together, and now I want to decorate this sweet little thing. So I know this is going to sound really funny or strange, but I actually love rosy cheeks on my stuffed animals that I make. So I actually put real blush on my little stuffed animals, just because it's sweet and cute and makes them just look so plush and blush. And so I put a little bit on the tip of their nose and a little bit on their cheeks. This one, it's hard to see with the little pink heart right there. So, and then with this one, I have a bunch of fabric flowers that I've just purchased at craft stores along the way, and anytime I see any on sale, I pick them up. And so I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give this particular little bear a little bow around its neck. So I'm going to just kind of very easily make a bow around her neck. You don't have to do this. Again, the decoration part is something that it'll speak to you, and then you can identify what it is that you want to do with your own little bear. Okay. So she's got a cute little bow tie, little tie. I'm going to kind of even up those. Okay. Then I think what I'm going to do is kind of put that off to the side, and I think I'm going to add a little pink rose right there to where the bow gets tied. Okay. Then what I think I'm going to do is maybe give her a little flower bowl bow right in the top of her head. So I'm going to glue some hot glue that down. And I think I might add a couple of little pink flowers around my flower that I added in the middle. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. One there, and I think I'm going to put one there. Okay, and there you have it. Your very own adorable little bear to sell at craft fairs. Or so, my YouTube friends, I wanted to just share with you all of the fun little cute little bears we've made together. This is one I just made today. How cute, how adorable are all of these little fluffy, sweet little stuffed animal bears. You can see they each have their own little personality, and each one of them was made with love. So I hope you take what you learned from this today. I know I showed you the Tooth Fairy pillows made out of the scraps, and I will share a how-to video on how to do that at a later time. It is Thursday, so something that I wanted to continue to add whenever I make some how-to videos or some hauling videos is I wanted to just share something, one little thing from me. So I'm going to call today Thankful Thursday. And today I am thankful for my amazing family. I have such an amazing husband, so supportive. His name is Sam. And I couldn't do the things that I do on YouTube without his support. I also have a beautiful older daughter. Her name is Emily, and she's married to an absolute gem. His name is Zach, and they're currently overseas on a trip right now to Iceland and London. How blessed are they? I am thankful for our middle daughter, Katie. Katie just graduated from college with a psychology degree. And we are also thankful for our youngest daughter, Natalie. Natalie just graduated from high school and will be going to college here in our hometown to become a special education teacher. So that's what I'm thankful for, and I'm also thankful for all of you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for creating. Thanks for having fun. Until I see you next time, my YouTube friends, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and when you have the choice, please always choose kindness. Thanks.